尊敬嘅各位嘉賓、家長、校長、老師、同學們，大家好！歡迎大家出席2025培道國際英語學術學科優異成績嘉獎禮。首先，請大家以熱烈嘅掌聲歡迎今日嘅嘉賓，澳門大學邵光書院助理長譚碩忠教授，澳門中西創新學院楊欣欣教授，培道中學校董華子峰先生，澳門國際青少年文化藝術交流協會會長湯怡素女士，培道中學校友陳正豪女士，
培道中學李寶權校長，信念國際教育創辦人文淑玲小姐，艾慶國際評估及培育中心首席培訓英語導師及特奧林匹克國際英語首席委員會執行幹事 Mr. Gray。ICAS 澳洲國際聯合學科評估及比賽港澳區代表林敬橋先生，澳門國際 STEM 教育協會賴文輝會長，
多謝各位嚟臨。2025培道國際英語學術學科優異成績嘉許禮現在開始，秩序1就唱校歌，請全體起立，請校長、主任、老師上台領唱。各位就座，請校長留步，請主任老師到台下就座。秩序2校長致辭，有請李寶田校長。
同埋一個嘅科學創新學習實踐活動一體化嘅學習課程。喺國內外嘅類似嘅比賽都係獲得好多嘅殊榮。喺2012年開始，我哋就科普教學成立咗天文小組，率先喺我哋嘅第2期嘅教學科研改革裏面獲得到非常好嘅成績。喺前年嘅年底，我哋嘅天文小組同學喺紫金山天文台嘅專家領導之下，發現咗一個小紅星，打破咗澳門零的突破呢一個嘅佳績。喺2016年，我哋開始採用 STEM 嘅教育理念、模式方法，我哋亦都係喺呢個跨學科嘅教學中實踐，成績顯著，學生嘅潛能、興趣、科普嘅能力、素質不斷嘅提升。喺2018年，我哋更加成為粵港澳大灣區 STEM 教育嘅聯盟學校。喺2019年，成為咗華南師範大學教育信息學院嘅人才培養澳門嘅實習基地。喺2017年，學校與時並進，我哋嘅教改配合國際嘅理念模式嘅新方法。喺中小學，我哋開始結合 IB 嘅課程、理念教學同埋實踐，成績係卓越嘅。同時引領我哋嘅老師改變教學觀、學生觀同埋教育嘅世界觀。參加國際英語大賽同埋考評。回顧過去我哋1年參加國際教育機構多次嘅比賽，甚至係其他嘅一啲認證評核，屢獲佳績。95% 嘅參賽嘅同學都獲得到非常好嘅成績，都係獲得到金銀銅、優異獎或者特優、特金嘅金獎呢啲榮譽。更加榮幸得到信念國際教育頒發俾我哋學校傑出嘅學校成就獎、學術卓越獎同埋 STEM 嘅創新教學先鋒獎。我哋為咗配合國際、澳門社會經濟同埋科技嘅發展，英語喺世界語言嘅特別嘅呢個實情。培道中學我哋會進一步提升科創英語教育水平，同國際學校、英文學校世界水平接軌，培養我哋嘅學生多元技能嘅發展、成長成才。培道嘅教改優化，我哋會不斷嘅探研、總結經驗，積極同各國嘅英語國家、學校、機構交流同埋協作，提升我哋嘅教與學嘅質量，合力優化多元英語教育同埋各個學科結合，特別係應用 AI、智慧教育結合，提升我哋嘅教學質同埋量，培養21世紀嘅綜合素質能力嘅優質發展成長嘅學生。喺呢度，我再次衷心感謝各位抽空光臨，期待給予我哋更多嘅寶貴經驗，讓我哋配合社會時代嘅發展同埋需要，培養更多嘅優質人才。多謝各位，祝各位幸福、健康、愉快。
唔該晒李校長。秩序3，信念國際創辦人致辭，有請文素玲小姐。尊敬嘅校長、老師、嘉賓、各位家長、同學，你哋好。今日非常榮幸得到培道中學嘅邀請，出席呢個頒獎禮，同大家一齊見證同學輝煌嘅成就。首先，允許我現在恭喜各位同學，俾大家熱烈嘅掌聲。大家你嘅努力同埋才華係培道中學嘅驕傲。信念國際教育 Vision International Education 致力為全球嘅學生提供多元化嘅國際教育機會同埋比賽嘅平台。我哋相信學習唔單止於喺課本裏邊，更應透過實踐同埋國際交流去擴闊視野。我哋協辦多項嘅國際比賽同埋一啲嘅活動，例如涵蓋於英語、數學、科學、STEM、視藝、電腦等等嘅科目。 另外，呢啲比賽唔單止係學生嘅平台，而且係通往世界唔同嘅國家文化嘅橋梁。我哋非常鼓勵學生參與唔同嘅國際賽事，提供呢啲寶貴嘅機會，去同全世界其他學生同埋國家嘅去做交流。另外，等我分享一啲振奮、令人開心嘅例子。去年就如校長所講，學生們參加國際 FISO 呢一個比賽，體驗咗唔同嘅風情，國家去杜拜嗰度，而且贏咗好多唔同嘅獎項。另外 HIPPO 呢個英語嘅奧林匹克比賽 ，FISO 未來智能學生奧林匹克比賽，亦都贏咗不少獎項。我哋未來期待更加多嘅同學參與唔同嘅獎，而且同學們會在7月前往澳洲 ADEPT 去作賽，去呢個國際舞台。而呢幾年我都好開心，因為見證到同學由銅獎升做呢個銀獎，銀獎去到銅獎，去到金獎，而金獎去到呢一個嘅鑽石獎。你哋嘅努力，我哋都可以睇到。最後再次恭喜所有獲獎嘅同學，希望你哋保持知識去努力，追尋你哋嘅夢想。我哋在此亦都感謝校長陪導嘅所有老師、家長，你哋付出嘅努力，同埋提供優質嘅教育機會、發展機會俾各位同學。請大家俾熱烈嘅掌聲俾老師同家長。好，多謝晒各位。
多謝晒文素玲小姐，有請文小姐到台前就座。
秩序與機構頒發嘉許獎杯。
首先頒發傑出成就獎，呢個獎項我哋有請培道中學李寶田校長到台前領獎。同時我哋有請 ICAN 國際評估及培育中心首席培訓英語導師及 ADEPT 奧林匹克國際比賽首席委員會執行幹事 Mr. Gray。Please welcome Mr. Gray onto stage。
繼續頒發最佳積極參與獎，有請培道中學李寶田校長、柯嘉儀老師、李雪芬老師台上領獎。有請嘉賓與校長、老師一齊拍照留念。老師到台前就座，繼續頒發最佳學術進步獎，有請培道中學李寶田校長、唐慶耀老師接受獎項，有請信義國際教育創辦人文淑玲小姐頒獎。同時有請盧寶欣老師上台領獎。
亦都有請校長同文小姐留步，繼續頒發學術卓越獎。我哋有請劉兆珍主任、譚海欣老師到台前領獎。 請望望前方嘅鏡頭，準備拍照。多謝嘉賓，請嘉賓返回台下就座，亦都有請李校長繼續留步，繼續頒發
STEM 創新先鋒獎。現在有請培道中學李寶田校長、南環幼稚園校部葉瑞雲主任到台前領獎。有請澳洲國際聯校學科評估及比賽代表林正橋先生為得獎老師頒獎。好多謝嘉賓，多謝校長，有請林正橋先生同埋校長留步。
繼續頒發語言素養傑出獎，呢個獎項我哋有請氹仔幼稚園何海欣主任到台前領獎。好，請望望前方嘅鏡頭，準備拍照。多謝嘉賓，請嘉賓返回台下就座。
秩序6獎項頒獎。請同學準備。
首先頒發 FISO International Round 國際賽金獎嘅獲獎同學，獲獎同學分別有吳允欣、金獎李文軒、蘇一路、董一賢、蔡嘉麗、朱永晴、余卓朗、呂欣琳；小學金獎吳子軒、史敏華、鄧子琳、何希岑、廖心怡、陳佩儀、蔡俊林、尤柏謙、黃婉華，以及徐源、李振文。呢個獎項我哋有請 iCan 國際評估及培育中心首席培訓英語導師及 ADEPT 奧林匹克國際比賽首席委員會執行幹事 Mr. Gray， 掌聲有請，以及培道中學李寶田校長陪同頒發，亦都有請獲鑽石獎嘅吳允欣同學上台前領獎。 得獎同學拍照留念。請準備拍照。多謝嘉賓，亦都有請嘉賓留步。請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發 ADEPT 國際賽特優獎。獲獎嘅同學分別有馮子宇、梁以敏、陳樂亨、鄭海傑、蔡嘉麗、聶永亨。掌聲有請我哋獲獎嘅同學。呢個獎項我哋亦都有請到 Mr. Gray 繼續為我哋頒獎。好，請大家望望前方嘅鏡頭，準備拍照。準備3、2、1。多謝嘉賓，請嘉賓返回台下就座。恭喜晒獲獎嘅同學，我哋繼續頒發 HIPPO 國際英語奧林匹克金獎。獲獎嘅同學分別有陳詠賢、何根雄、黎子瑩、麥銘軒、盧日朗、陳玉希、蔡俊林、黎卓賢、尤柏謙、司徒廷俊、許希朗、梁心樂、徐源。呢個獎項我哋有請澳門教育及青年發展局代表、語言推廣中心主任梁麗珊主任為我哋頒獎，培道中學李寶田校長陪同頒發獎狀。請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念。多謝嘉賓，請嘉賓返回台下就座。請獲獎同學退場，繼續頒發 FISO International Round 國際賽銀獎。獲得銀獎嘅同學分別有林景峰、傅子琪、袁思韻。鄭海傑、楊俊軒、蔡家俊、鄭子琪、鄭卓林、鄺柏橋、蕭文慧、吳佑希、金勇君、龍曉琪、林宇軒、呂欣如、羅可喬、黃之晨。小學部何哲浩、趙俊豪、簡曉峰、劉燕珊、歐陽日希、蔡俊林、李米亞、李靜林、陸柏榮、關志恒、李俊康、關志恒、李振文、 李心柔、林俊亨、邱允泰、柯小雲、張沫兒、葉許雲、洪柏希。呢個獎項我哋有請澳門大學兆邦書院代院長譚石忠教授、培道中學李寶田校長陪同頒發。請代表同學上前領受。請準備拍照。好啦，請同學手持證書望前方嘅鏡頭，準備啦！恭喜晒獲獎嘅同學，多謝嘉賓，請嘉賓返回台下就座，亦都請獲獎嘅同學退場。
繼續頒發 B 組國際銅獎，中學組44人：呂欣如、賴海美、陳奕林、何哲、陳子希、何仲恩、陳善瑩、羅子峰、廖思允、余卓朗、陳詠芝、鄭子琪、黎展祥、梁浩文、莊子柔、黃俊業、奧偉、賴海美、何吉浩、莫錦麟、陳依松、廖陳嘉、梁子晴、楊曉彤、胡嘉誠、盧海賢、余卓朗、蔣嘉文、何恩賜、劉子騰、李森、黃之晨、羅子君、林景峰、袁思韻、高平煙、黃啟星、胡嘉誠、余卓朗、莫永浩、蘇一傲、胡嘉誠、余卓朗、黃之晨。呢個獎項我哋有請澳門中西創新學院楊欣欣教授為得獎同學頒獎，請代表同學上前領袖，請校長陪同。有請嘉賓校長與獲獎同學拍照留念，請準備拍照。好，多謝嘉賓，請校長落步，請嘉賓到台前就座，請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發 B 組國際優異獎，中學組66人：黃慧晴、林宇軒、陸漢文、陸永輝、何吉浩、蔡曉晴、鄭海傑、李天恩、陳宇彤、陳奕林、袁子軒、何哲、蔡志柔、鄭子瑩、黎展祥、黃少賢、黃宇日、廖陳嘉、梁浩文、黃月英、 莊子柔、梁子晴、歐子晴、蕭文蔚、梁以文、陳瑞敏、黃俊業、黃威廉、陳印宏、趙家傑、金勇軍、吳幼希、顧諾希、梁希雅、奧偉、范嘉欣、鄭將南、賴海美、歐子晴、莫錦麟、黃吉豪、莫永豪、林景峰、梁永康、袁思韻、鄺柏橋、廖思韻、黃月英、梁子晴、蕭文蔚、胡嘉誠、蔣嘉文、劉子騰、金勇軍、李森、黃慧晴、呂欣如、李天恩、余偉碧、蕭正軒、林子晴、吳幼希、黃之晨、羅子君。有請培道中學校董華子公司參陪同，有請校長李寶田校長陪同頒發獎項。請代表同學上前領授。請代表同學上前領授。有請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念。請準備拍照。請準備拍照。好多謝嘉賓，有請嘉賓返回座位就座。請校長留步，請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發亞的國際金獎39人：梁子晴、毛海天、歐子晴、奧偉、李浩林、黃子軒、凌思睿、陳子希、黎樂賢、林文西、趙佩瑤、傅思思、譚以晴、麥詠妍、吳海晴、蘇一傲、劉子騰、余暢朗、梁希雅、盧海賢、黎靜文。小學組蘇佑晨、吳子軒、葉子瑜、鄭元偉、許朗希、陳浩、黃婉華。徐賢、葉許宏、李振文、關志恒、劉奕晨、李俊康、洪柏希、張活遠、徐源。有請澳門國際青少年文化藝術交流協會會長湯月宋女士為得獎同學頒獎。請代表同學上前領授。 留念。請準備拍照。請準備1、2、3，望鏡頭。恭喜獲獎同學！請嘉賓到台下就座，請校長留步，請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發國際賽銀獎，中學組48人：黃俊業、賴海美、趙佩瑤、鄭卓南、吳子軒、陳子軒、黃俊業、陳詠賢、何仲恩、黃思宇、嚴志樂、梁欣、林景峰、凌雨迪、黃慧晴、歐海晴、陳雲聰、蔡文軒、陳曉彤、蔡曉晴、李日彤、蕭建敏、陳曉彤、李海林、伍月、林子琪、黃子軒、凌思睿、黃詠儀、蔡銀儀、黃子珊、盧思欣、葉景宏、鄭詠文、林子晴、鄭海傑、馮子宇、羅子君、吳詠希、盧海瑤、呂欣月、陳奕霖、馮志恒、林文西、呂欣娜、呂欣如、李日彤、吳卓朗。下面有請全球豪華企業家聯會副會長陳敬紅女士為得獎同學頒獎，請代表同學上前領袖。有請校長陪同嘉賓頒發獎狀。有請嘉賓與得獎同學拍照留念。上前一步，第一行嘅同學上前一步，向左睇一個位。恭喜得獎同學，請嘉賓到台下就座，請獲獎同學退場，有請校長留步。繼續頒發國際銀獎小幼組，梁明偉、龍曉南、吳子欣、張思恒、麥浩聰、麥銘堅、吳子欣、曹俊一、蘇有臣、陳千柔、伍子欣、蔡俊林、司徒廷俊、許廷煙、李靜林、葉許煙、何俊明、李靜林、周良安、李凡、李俊康、樂思妍、洪柏希、葉星。有請新華學校楊燕兒教務主任助理為得獎同學頒獎，有幸請校長陪同頒發，請代表同學上前領袖。 有請嘉賓校長與得獎同學拍照留念。恭喜獲獎同學，請嘉賓到台下就座。請獲獎同學退場，有請校長留步。
繼續頒發國際賽銅獎，獲獎嘅同學分別有歐詠詩、黃海晴、劉子騰、金曉彤、霍文峰、馮柏琪、鄭以正、何吉浩、莫錦麟、葉景雲、余卓朗、朱慧欣、梁以文、廖陳嘉、蔡志柔、陳日雲、馮詠詩、林子琪、陳奕霖、傅詩詩、黃浩月、邵慧如、鄭雨清、傅子琪、曾嘉琳、鄭卓琳、歐子晴、林琳、黃子琳、胡靜琳、李樂儀、盧詠蘭、梁欣彤、鄭卓琳、楊曉彤、高庭軒、李海琳、黃子朗、邱海晴、賴海美、鐘賢、陳君平、黃思雨、梁子晴。呢個獎項我哋有請澳門教育及青年發展局代表、語言推廣中心梁麗珊主任、培道中學李寶田陪同頒發獎狀。請代表同學上前領受。獲獎同學分別有黃慧晴、蔡志柔、陳域輝、陳子希、歐子晴、黃家樂、阮雪晴、鄭海傑、李天恩、何詠琪、歐陽安怡、林景峰、黃俊業、黃仁浩、艾永熙、史振華、吳子謙、盧玉章、陳奕森、趙俊豪、盧子柔、葉子瑜、張海蘭、梁俊朗、李米亞、許廷軒、蔡成倫、葉許軒、黃子俊、李海軒、梁天林、周柳安、林晨、吳海文、李正文、葉星。呢個獎項我哋有請澳門國際 STEM 教育協會賴文輝會長、培道中學李寶田校長陪同頒發獎狀。請代表同學上前領受。 請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念。恭喜晒獲獎同學，多謝嘉賓，請嘉賓返回台下就座，請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發 HIPPO 國際英語賽銅獎及優異獎，獲獎嘅同學分別有黎樂怡、黃浩月、譚俊明、黎俊軒、黃振東、李樂怡、凌思睿、吳嘉琳、梁巧兒、吳卓朗、陳可怡、廖陳嘉、鄭子琪、劉朗橋、黎子祥、鄭子瑩、陳曉彤、黃威廉、趙家傑、杜雪兒、楊景慈。呢個獎項我哋有請培道中學校長華子峰先生、培道中學李寶田校長陪同頒發。請代表同學上前領受。請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念。請望望前方嘅鏡頭，準備拍照。恭喜晒獲獎嘅同學，多謝嘉賓。請嘉賓返回座位就座。請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發 HIPPO 國際英語賽銅獎及優異獎小幼組。獲獎嘅同學分別有莊海旭、鐘煥星、陳千晴、何子善、李成、李澤成、廖毅章、周天恩、林少琪、吳澤亨、鄺曉賢、蔡思朗、梁子康、孫清雲、高天明、廖永亨、孔德一、吳子陽、李靜林、何俊穎、周文希、周子睿、黃子維、李心雅、吳日朗、葉柏林、吳希文、陳新日、歐陽希賢、余樂林、譚奕謙、李俊康、李心柔、盧超穎、卓俊睿、黃嘉力、黃海晴、何俊朗、潘子林、盧柏浩、陳俊熙、林俊熙、吳俊禮、吳卓禮、蘇奕林、吳卓橋。我哋有請柯門大學兆豐書院代院長譚石忠教授為我哋頒獎。請代表同學上前領受。請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念。多謝嘉賓，亦都恭喜晒獲獎嘅同學。
繼續頒發2024 ICAS 國際聯校學科特優獎，羅子源、陳景俊、歐 歐子晴、蔡家俊、梁永佳、黃慧晴、關子聰、黃子俊、葉許軒、麥俊賢、丁燦欣、張思涵、雷嘉怡、葉子瑜。有請澳門國際青少年文化藝術交流協會會長湯信月女士為得獎同學頒獎。有請代表同學上前領袖。有請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念，請準備拍照。多謝嘉賓，有請嘉賓返回座位就座，請得獎同學退場。繼續頒發2024 ICAS 國際聯校學科優異獎中學組，奧偉、蕭文慧、賴海美、陳子軒、吳日軒、李浩林、黃耀永、黃俊業、白嘉欣、呂欣如、吳日軒、朱浩然、梁永佳、林文希、嚴志樂、曾子滔、黃慧晴。有請全小學組司徒其俊、許朗希、李可軒、吳子陽、蔡浩然、周明淵、黃子俊、周子瑜、姚偉瑜、莫子豪、張思恒、陳錦宏、葉峰、謝子軒、雷嘉怡、梁普樂、莫子豪、林兆琪、麥俊賢、陳煎柔、何哲豪、趙俊豪、陳建福、梁永浩、莊海南、盧可晴、葉子瑜。有請全球豪華企業家聯會副會長陳敬雄女士為得獎同學頒獎，請代表同學上前領袖。有請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念，請準備拍照。多謝嘉賓，恭喜獲獎嘅同學，請嘉賓返回座位就座。請獲獎同學退場。繼續頒發2024 ICAS 國際聯校學科優良獎，陳子軒、楊曉彤、林景峰、李海林、凌子純、 劉子淵，小學組黃子俊、吳尚恩、何俊榮、周文希、李海煙；多爾布雷克安德魯、吳心榮、郭麥恒、李子賢、葉峰、邵柏銘、謝子軒、李萬安、何志豪。有請澳門國際 STEM 教育協會賴文輝會長為得獎同學頒獎，請代表同學上前領授。有請嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念。嘉賓與獲獎同學拍照留念，請準備拍照。同學獎座唔好遮住自己塊面。恭喜獲獎同學，請嘉賓返回座位就座。請獲獎同學退場。校長返回座位就座。秩序7優化英語教育學大師講座。有請工作人員先搬台階。
我哋今日好榮幸邀請到 iCAN 國際評估及培育中心首席培訓英語導師及 ADEPT 奧林匹克國際比賽首席委員會執行幹事 Mr. Gray 為我哋進行優化英語教育學大師講座。咁咧呢度咧，我簡單介紹一下我哋今日講者嘅一個背景先。咁 Mr. Gray 咧係擁有 TESOL 證書啦，同埋英國商業管理學士學位嘅，曾經係 IT 專業人士，轉行成為教育工作者，擁有超過20年以上嘅教學經驗。同時，佢亦都係專為國際知名企業進行培訓，包括有 Chanel、中國工商銀行、香港賽馬會、日本安全公司等等，熟悉幼稚園、小學、中學、大學、成人學習語言習得嘅方法，同時亦都帶領小學學生喺香港演講比賽中獲得優異嘅成績。同時亦都喺香港電台嘅 ETV 節目中教授英語㗎。咁咧事不宜遲啦，我哋咧掌聲咧邀請我哋今日嘅重量級嘅嘉賓 Mr. Gray 為我哋進行我哋今日嘅大師班講座。
Good afternoon. It's not raining, so it's good, right? Sunny day. Do you like sunny day? Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be able to come to your school. In fact, I live in Hong Kong and it's been many years since I've been to Macau. So this is really a first. First to your school, and many years ago I came to Macau, so everything has changed. Okay, so today I'm going to just give you a little bit of a talk about English Okay? Who knows what is English? You know what is English? Yeah? Okay. So, my name. Can you see my name? What is the first, you see three names, right? Something, something, something. Can you say the first word of my name? Many of my friends in Hong Kong, they say, hi Cray, C-R-A-I. And they leave out the G. They say, hi Cray. Instead of saying, hi Cray, because, why? Because they are not listening. Okay? So in English, you need to listen for the first sound and the last sound of the word. Okay? So this is a very important thing. Listening is not that easy. Actually, it's quite hard. Okay, so today I'm just going to give you a little bit of a talk about English. Unlocking, you see it says unlocking opportunities. That is the key word, opportunity, in a global era. Okay, so why is English important?
Because it is a global language and you can communicate with others in different countries.
Exactly. Okay, two things. First of all, I'm very happy to see participation, active participation, and not only that, his answer was really spot on, right? And the key word is global. Global, okay? Once you step outside of Macau, you go to USA, Canada, England, UK, Ireland, yeah, this is the same. Okay, Ireland, UK, Canada, USA, New Zealand, okay? So many countries, they use what language? In fact, English is the official language of 53 countries. Pretty good, huh? So, if you know English, you can communicate with so many billions of people. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so why is it important? English is important for many reasons, but the first reason is it's a global language. It's needed when you communicate in the world. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay, second one is career opportunities. Once you leave school, you will go out to work. When you work, what language do you think you're going to use? Mostly, it's in English. Okay, I'm not talking about going to China or something like that. Okay, but if you go internationally, you will meet many different people, and you will need to communicate in English. Okay, so your listening skill, your reading, writing, everything is there. Okay, so it's very important. Okay, access to information. Okay, do you guys know something called Google? Who knows what is Google? What do you use Google for? Searching.
To pronounce some English words that you don't know.
Okay, searching to pronounce English words. Okay, so I like this school of so many active participants. Okay, so when you go away and you search something on the internet, it is in English generally. Okay, so Google is the #1 search database in the world, and everything comes out in English. Okay, so you have access to millions and billions of information. Okay, so whether it's in text or graphic format, it's all in English, right? So you need to know it. Okay, so access to information. The next one. What's the next one? Travel and what's that one? Culture. Travel and culture. So, you know, when you travel, okay, let's suppose you don't go, not even go to, like in English-speaking country, let's suppose you go to, maybe you go to another country like Brazil, okay? What language do they speak in Brazil? They speak what? They don't speak Putonghua, right? They don't speak. What language do they speak? They speak what? Spanish, right? Yeah, Portuguese, Spanish, this is the language of Latin America. So you need to be able to use English as the medium of communication. Okay, so travel, when you go for holiday, you want to know how to communicate with people, right? To book a car, book a hotel, take the airline, okay, take the flight and so on. So these are very important things. And culture. Culture is very important because we learn so many things from the culture, right? Yeah. Okay, so many things we learn when we travel, we are really educating people. Okay, next one. Global, again this word, global networking. Okay. In Pui To Middle School, most of the students are from Macau? Yes? Okay. Do you know how many students in my school, when I was in school? In my secondary school, it was an international school. There were 36 countries in my school. So my classmates were from Japan, Korea, UK, Netherlands, France, Germany, Korea, oh, so all over the place. Okay, but what is the language we use to communicate? English. Okay, so would you like to have classmates or friends from all over the world? Is it good or bad? Good or bad? Good, of course. Okay, so if you have friends, not only in Macau, you have friends in different countries, and you can communicate with all of them. That's really good, right? Yeah, that's great. Every time you go for traveling, you go here, you have a friend here, you have a friend there. It's great. So networking. Technology. Okay, technology and media. Okay, you ever heard of something called WhatsApp? Yeah? Heard of that? Instagram, Facebook, have you heard of these? Yeah. What language is that in? English, yeah. So most of the technology that you see, especially like Google, is also in English. Okay, so very important tool that you need to know how to navigate in the world. Okay? Alright, second one, last one is boosting your confidence. Okay, so you can speak and communicate well in English or other languages, you feel more confident, right? When you go away to another country and you speak to somebody in English, your English is good and they understand you, you feel more confident, right? Yeah. Okay, so let me just go through this. Okay, so I talked about the global language. It's widely used in business. So when you go out to work, you need to use English mainly. Different people. Okay, science and international communication. I know that Pui To, I just saw so many people winning the award. They got the medal, they got the award certificate, right? And I saw on the screen there was a international Olympiad and all this sort of thing, okay? So these things are not always held in the place you are now. It's not always held in the country. Maybe you have to go another country, right? So this is a time when you need to use English. So it opens the doors, okay? Really, English is an opportunity language. It opens the doors for you to become a professional, respected person, and you can make more friends as well. Career. Well, I told you that career opportunities, when you go out to work, you probably will need to use English, because a lot of the people that you meet in your company, they will be not from a Chinese background, or they don't know Chinese, right? So they need to know the only language you can really speak is English. Okay? That doesn't mean you should stop at English. You can learn more languages, right? I think that's very important. Some people can speak so many languages. That's amazing, right? So it's great. Okay, so proficiency in English is a requirement in many fields of employment. After secondary school, where do you go? Any more school? What's the school after secondary school?
High school or college?
Yeah, actually, it's a funny word, because in Hong Kong they say something college, but actually it's colleges in secondary school. In fact, the word college is more or less post-secondary or tertiary education. Okay, so college and university is post-secondary. Okay, so basically, after finishing high school, secondary school, we usually go to university. Okay, so in university, you might have foreign lecturers, foreign teachers. They will be using English as well. Multinational corporation. Okay, it's important. Once you go out to work, a lot of your friends or colleagues will not be from Chinese-speaking places, so that you have to use English. As I mentioned about access to information, okay, much of the literature, research, educational resources are in English. So when you do the Google search, everything's in English, right? So you've got to be familiar with this language to navigate your work. So when you learn English, you can gain access to a broader spectrum of knowledge. There's a lot on the internet, but it's not always in Chinese. It's oftentimes or mostly it's in English. Travel and culture, I mentioned this one. When you go away, have you been on a holiday? Yeah? Would you like to go on a holiday? Do you find school is stressful? Oh, I have so many exams. I'm so stressed. But after the exam, can you relax? Yeah, you can relax, right? Maybe you would like to go with dad and mom to a holiday somewhere. Yeah? So where would you go? Maybe you go to, Latin America. Yeah? So you need to be able to communicate with people in English. And it could be very important. For example, you have an injury. You need to get to a hospital. So if you don't know how to ask for the hospital, then you're in trouble, right? So you have some problem. So sometimes it's very important. Okay? Sometimes it's critical, right? Culture. You can interact with so many people. Just now I told you that in my secondary school, I had how many countries? 36. 36 countries. Would you like to have friends from 36 countries? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Not all of those of the students could communicate well in English. Of course, the English-speaking countries, they can communicate well in English. The non-English-speaking countries is a second language. But I want to tell you one thing, because people, as a teacher, I've been teaching English for 20 years. I've taught everything from kindergarten to grandfather. Okay? And I even taught English on TV for ETV before, a long time ago. I can tell you one thing, and this is the key thing. the most important thing when you're learning anything, especially a language, is exposure. Okay, so you need to be exposed to the language from a very early age. Okay, so that is actually the key thing. The earlier you do it, the better it is. I once had a student, he was 11 years old. 11 years old. His English was like mine, was as good as mine. And I said, Lincoln, how come your English is so good? You know what he said? He said, he's 11 years old. He said, when I was young. When I was young. He's talking to me, right? 11 years old, when I was young. I watched a lot of cartoons in English. So, early exposure, okay? From a very early age, this is very key to the whole thing, all right? Okay, global networking. So as I said, when you go out to work, you will meet a lot of people. You will have to interact, work with a lot of people. You build teams of people. So the people need to work together to get the result, okay? So everybody needs to communicate in that language. Usually it's English. So you need to know how to communicate well with people to make sure they understand what they need to do, what you want from them, and so on. Okay? So it helps you connect with people all over the world, professionally and personally, right? You can have friends as well as colleagues. This network can be invaluable for your career growth. Okay? Personal growth. Technology, as I mentioned, Google, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, all these things, Messenger, these are all in English. Okay, so many times we have to know English, not because we want to learn English, but because we have to, because other people are using that. So we have to use that. Okay, so this is very important. Boosting confidence. So when you have more English, you're more confident, you can interact with more people, travel no problem, you know how to get around from here to there, you know how to order something. It's not always using the app, even though now we have something called AI. You know what is AI? Who knows what is AI? What does A stand for?
Artificial intelligence.
Yes, artificial. It's not real, it's artificial. Okay? But it's becoming so powerful that you can use your phone to translate as you speak in another language. So do you need to learn another language? You should still learn English and another language. Why? Because the phone, you shouldn't rely 100% on the phone. The phone can break down. The phone can run out of battery. Okay? You rely on your own abilities, not technology. But technology is only enhancing, facilitating communication between you and the other parties. Okay? So, your confidence is improved. One day, you may be asked to come up on the stage and give a speech in front of hundreds of people that you never met. So you might feel frightened. Okay? So, when you practice, you prepare, you practice more, you will feel more confident about that, right? Okay? So, English, like every language, you have listening, reading, writing, speaking. Which one do you think is the most difficult one? Which one is the most difficult one? Or which one is the easiest one? Which, listening, reading, writing, or speaking? Which one?
Reading. Reading is a little bit hard, but speaking is very easy.
Yes, you're right. Do you know why? Because even a baby can say things from his mouth, but he doesn't know what he is saying. He cannot read. He cannot write. but he can listen and he can speak immediately. Speaking is the easiest of the four, right? In fact, some people I've asked, they say writing is so hard. Yeah, okay, writing is difficult, but you know what? In fact, listening is the most difficult one. Do you know why? Why is listening most difficult? Have you ever, you know who is Barack Obama? You know who is Obama? He's the former president of USA. When he comes up on the stage and he gives a speech, how many times does he give the speech? He might talk for 30 minutes. And how many times will he do that? In one day. He will only do it one time. So if you missed it, you missed it. Okay? People usually only say it one time. That's why listening is actually it is the most difficult of the four. It is not writing. Okay, some people disagree. Maybe they are good at listening, but some people, most people have their skill, listening skill, because they're not really listening. They're just hearing. So it goes in here and comes out here. Like one of my friends, when I talked to him, after 2 minutes, he forgot what I said. Then I said, why should I talk with you then? Because you just forgot what I just told you. Okay? And not only that, but sometimes people don't say exactly what they mean. So you need to listen to know what they really mean when they're talking. Okay? Okay. All right. So, boosting confidence, it's about, English is a global language, and it's all about opportunities, opening doors for you, both for work, personal, and other things. Okay? So wherever you go, and you want to help yourself, students ask me all the time, oh, Mr. Craig, how can I improve my English? Well, I said, okay, you need to do a lot of things, in lots of ways. You can watch TV, you can listen, music, you can read newspaper, you can find foreign friends, try to find some people that you can practice with, okay? A lot of things, a lot of ways you can help improve your English, all right? Okay. Is there any question? Can I have anyone want to ask me any question about English? Yeah? Who likes English? You like English? Okay. When was the last time you saw a movie, Disney movie? You know Disney movie? You ever watched Incredibles? Snow White or something? All these things, right? So really, most of the Disney movies are in English. Okay, so you can get the benefit from watching this. All right, if there's no question, then I would like to end my session. Okay. Anyone want to ask me anything? No? Okay, so don't look at English, if you're a student, don't look at English as, something forced on me, I have to do it, yes, but you take it one step at a time. You don't look at here to here. You look at here to here, and then to here, and then to here, and then to here, and then here, here. Every single day, you learn something, okay? I said to some students, can you eat 365 meals in one day? No. But can you eat 365 meals in 365 days? Yes. The time will pass. Just don't waste it. Because once the day is gone, you can't get it back. Okay? So, every day, you try to learn something to improve yourself. And when you go to sleep, you say, I didn't waste today. I learned something today. Every day, I learned something. That's good. That's productive. Okay? Alright, if you don't have any questions, I will end my session here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the presentation.
非常感謝大家嘅積極參與，今日嘅活動圓滿結束。再次感謝各位嘉賓、老師同同學、家長嘅支持，祝大家有愉快嘅一日。請同我們以熱烈嘅掌聲先歡迎嘉賓。